January 18, 2025 at Dubai International Airport. A 23-year-old raises champagne in Qatar Airways first class and posts, "Dubai for $50, the Fife hack of the century." 7 time zones away, a father of 2 jolts awake. His phone shows 300,000 miles, drained while he slept. These 2 men will never meet, yet they're connected by a Telegram bot that turns stolen points into luxury tickets. A criminal network spanning 47 countries, a scheme destroying the entire airline industry from the inside. How does a $15,000 first-class ticket cost less than your weekly groceries? And here's the real question. Why are airlines secretly celebrating when their customers get robbed? The answer involves dark web marketplaces, stolen passwords, and something worse. You might already be a victim. Three weeks earlier at Miami Beach, Mia stares at her laptop screen, convinced she's reading it wrong. 2 Qatar Airways Q swipes to the Maldives for $100. Her fiancé Alex leans over. That can't be real. But the travel influencer's video plays on repeat. "I flew first class 37 times last year for under $2,000 total." The comments section explodes with success stories. Regular people, teachers, students, retirees, all claiming the same impossible deals. Here's where it gets interesting. The influencer never mentions one crucial detail. Something he legally can't say. Something that would end his career instantly. Mia finds the broker through encrypted messages. He has no website and no company name, just a Telegram handle and a promise. Any flight, any airline at 95% off retail. She hesitates. Alex doesn't. "Everyone's doing it," he says, scrolling through forum posts. "Look, 500 people bought tickets this month alone. They send $100 in cryptocurrency, and 47 minutes later, 2 confirmed e-tickets appear in their inbox. Real tickets. Valid confirmations. Their names perfectly spelled." At the airport, everything changes. The gate agent freezes, studies their boarding passes for 17 seconds. Mia counts each one. Her pulse hammers. The agent types something, frowns, types again, then ding. "Enjoy your flight, Mr. and Mrs. Chen." They board on their lie-flat beds which stretch endlessly. Mia posts that now famous selfie while cruising at 41,000 feet, oblivious to one terrifying fact. Someone else paid for this flight. Someone who doesn't know it yet. But who? And why didn't the airline catch it? The answer starts in a cramped apartment 8,000 miles away, where right now someone is typing a command that will drain 12 more accounts before sunrise. Bangalore, 2:47 a.m. Ravi doesn't look like a millionaire. Ripped t-shirt, a 3-day stubble, empty energy drink cans forming an aluminum graveyard around his laptop. But his bank account tells a different story. $1.8 million earned in 11 months. How? With a text file containing 47 million username password combinations. This is his process. Ravi launches his bot army. 700 automated programs spring to life, hammering United, Delta, Emirates, Marriott, Hilton, every loyalty program on Earth. The bots try each stolen password like picking locks, and most fail. But here's the thing about humans. We're predictable. That password you used for your old Expedia account in 2019, you probably used it somewhere else, maybe everywhere else. Just a few minutes later, his screen flashes green. A Delta SkyMiles account opens like a vault. The owner is Jennifer Walsh, marketing executive at Seattle. She has a balance of 427,000 miles, and her last login was 6 months ago. Ravi moves fast. Changes the email address, now warnings go to him, not Jennifer. Transfers 200,000 miles to a Mule account. Books 3 first-class tickets to random destinations. By 3:15 a.m., he's inside 19 accounts, with a combined value of $73,000 in miles. Here's what makes this genius and terrifying. Airlines consider miles a courtesy, not legal tender. Steal $73,000 cash? That's grand larceny. Steal $73,000 in miles? That's a terms of service violation. The FBI won't investigate. Local police don't understand cryptocurrency, and the airlines? They have a dirty secret they'll never admit. Every quarter, airlines report those unused miles as debt. 30 trillion miles floating in cyberspace. A $450 billion liability on their books. And when hackers steal and burn those miles, the debt disappears, the quarterly report improves, the stock price rises. You starting to see the problem? But Ravi isn't holding these miles because it is too risky. Within hours, every stolen point flows into an underground marketplace so sophisticated it makes the dark web look like eBay. Want to know how sophisticated and why legitimate businesses are secretly buying from it? Imagine the Amazon marketplace. Now imagine everything is stolen. Welcome to MilesMart. Not its real name, but close enough. There are listing every 30 seconds, from fresh Emirates miles for less than 1 cent each one to Marriott Bonvoy points. The broker running this operation, let's call him Ghost, processes 14,000 transactions per month. His clients include Fortune 500 executives, Hollywood celebrities, and someone else. Someone you wouldn't expect. The travel agencies. That's right. Your local travel agent might be buying stolen miles and reselling them to you. They pocket the difference, you get a great deal, and somewhere, Jennifer in Seattle discovers her retirement trip just vanished. Ghost doesn't steal miles himself, that's too messy. He's the middleman, the laundromat, the guy who makes crime look legitimate. His genius move? The gift cards. Why? Well, that's what he does. Ghost takes 100,000 stolen United miles, converts them to Amazon gift cards through United's shopping portal, sells the gift cards for 70% value, and that's how he creates clean money without trace. But here's where Ghost messed up. He got greedy. Remember our honeymooners? Ghost sold them those tickets directly. Usually he stays hidden behind 7 proxies and 3 shell companies. But Qatar Airways Q-Swites are rare, premium. His regular suppliers couldn't deliver. So Ghost went hunting himself, found Ravi's fresh harvest, bought Jennifer's miles, booked Mia and Alex's dream honeymoon. But he had one problem. Jennifer Walsh isn't just any marketing executive. She's the CMO of a cybersecurity firm, and she just woke up. The question's now, how fast can she trace this, and what happens when she does? But first, you need to understand something scarier. This isn't just about stolen vacations. Seattle, 6:32 a.m. Jennifer's coffee mug shatters on the kitchen floor. 400,000 miles, 8 years of business trips, gone. She calls Delta, 43 minutes on hold. The representative sounds rehearsed. We'll investigate and respond within 60 to 90 business days. 90 days? Jennifer's voice cracks. My daughter's wedding is in 3 weeks. Those miles were for click. The line goes dead. Here's what Delta doesn't tell her. They already know exactly what happened. Their fraud detection AI flagged the theft 6 hours ago. They could reverse it instantly, but they won't. Why? Because Jennifer's case is one of 1,847 this morning alone. Reversing them all would cost Delta $3.2 million. Fighting the fraud would cost more. Their solution? Change the terms of service. Make miles expire faster. Devalue existing balances by 30%. Jennifer opens her laptop. She's not just any CMO, she's the Jennifer Walsh who testified before Congress about data breaches, and she's about to declare war. Her first move? She traces the redemption. The miles went to a booking from Qatar Airways for 2 passengers, Mia and Alex Chen. Her second move is calling a friend at the FBI's cybercrime division. Remember that favor you owe me? Then she posts in a private Facebook group for frequent flyers. Within minutes, 43 other victims respond with the same story. But here's the twist nobody expects. Jennifer's investigation uncovers something massive. The loyalty points theft? It's just the tip. The same criminal network runs a parallel operation. They're not just stealing miles. They're stealing something worth infinitely more. Your identity, your credit, your entire financial future. And those travel influencers promoting these deals, 3 of them are about to be arrested. Want to know which ones and why they kept posting even after they knew? Los Angeles. Jake Morrison has 2.3 million YouTube subscribers. His channel, Luxury for Less, generates $400,000 annually. This morning, the FBI raids his Malibu apartment. They find 17 first-class boarding passes, 83 hotel confirmations, but 0 legitimate purchases. Jake knew. Of course he knew. The broker told him explicitly, "Don't ask questions, post content, and we split profit 70-30. But here's the brilliant part. Jake never technically broke the law. He bought tickets from a discount travel service. He filmed his trips. He told his audience about this amazing hack. Never once did he mention theft, fraud, or stolen miles. Plausible deniability, the perfect crime. Except for one detail. Jake's girlfriend posted something on Instagram. A private message screenshot she thought was funny. The broker asking Jake to promote a specific Qatar Airways route. The exact route Mia and Alex flew. On the exact date Jennifer's miles were stolen. The FBI connects the dots in 4 hours. By noon, Jake's in handcuffs. His YouTube channel suspended. His 2.3 million subscribers confused, angry, demanding refunds for a course he sold teaching them the secret. But Jake wasn't the biggest influencer in the network. That honor goes to someone unexpected. Someone you've definitely watched. Someone who's about to lose everything. Meanwhile, in the Maldives, Mia and Alex land in paradise, completely unaware their honeymoon just became evidence in a federal investigation. The credit card they used to pay that $100? Traced. Their IP address when they bought the tickets? Logged. Their faces at airport security? Recorded in 4K. The only question, will they be arrested at the resort or on the flight home? But first, something happens that nobody, not Jennifer, not the FBI, not even Ghost, sees coming. Dubai, January 19th, 2025. Ghost's phone explodes with messages. 17 suppliers arrested. 3 money launderers disappeared. Every cryptocurrency wallet frozen. Jennifer Walsh didn't just call the FBI, she called the Wall Street Journal. The story drops in 6 hours. How hackers stole $1 billion in airline miles and why airlines let them. Every major carrier's stock price crashes at market open. But here's the nuclear bomb. Jennifer's investigation reveals the airline's dirty secret. Internal emails showing executives discussing the thefts, celebrating them. Congress announces hearings. The DOJ opens an investigation. Not into the hackers, into the airlines. Ghost has 12 hours before his identity leaks. He does 3 things: deletes everything, burns hard drives, and destroys servers. Then transfers $8 million to an untraceable account, and finally books a flight, using stolen miles naturally. His destination? You'll never guess, because Ghost isn't running away. He's running towards something. Someone. The person who started this entire operation 3 years ago. The mastermind nobody knows exists. Her name is Sarah. She's 34. She lives in suburban Connecticut. She drives a minivan. She has 2 kids in private school. She's also the most successful cybercriminal in American history. And she's about to make Ghost an offer that changes everything. But we'll get to that. First, you need to know what happens to Mia and Alex. Because their story? It's about to take a turn nobody saw coming. Later, in the Maldives, Mia floats in crystal clear water when Alex runs toward her, phone in hand, his face white. We need to leave, now. The travel forum they used? Shut down by the FBI. The broker's telegram? Vanished. Their names? Published in a leaked customer database of 11,000 people who bought stolen miles. They rush to pack, but it's too late. 3 uniformed officers wait in the lobby. Not to arrest them, to deliver something worse. A civil lawsuit. Jennifer Walsh is suing them for $47,000, the full value of her stolen miles plus damages. But here's the twist. Mia and Alex aren't criminals. They're victims too. They paid $100 for tickets worth $15,000. They thought they found a deal. They had no idea about Jennifer, about Ghost, about any of it. Their lawyer, hired frantically over WhatsApp, delivers the bad news. Ignorance isn't a defense. You received stolen property. You benefited from a crime. The honeymooners have two choices: settle for $25,000 or fight in court and risk criminal charges. They check their bank account. They have $8,000 in wedding gifts and $3,000 in savings, not even close to the $25,000. Alex makes a desperate decision. He calls the only person who might help: his brother, a person he hasn't spoken to in 3 years, a person who happens to work for Qatar Airways fraud department. What his brother tells him changes everything. You're not the first. You won't be the last. But if you help us catch Ghost, we'll make this disappear. The trap is set. But Ghost isn't stupid. He's 10 moves ahead. And Sarah? She's 20. Want to know what Jennifer discovered that made her drop the lawsuit? And why the airlines suddenly begged her to stop investigating? Seattle, January 22nd at Jennifer's home office. She stares at her screen, unable to believe what she's reading. The stolen miles were never the real crime. They were the distraction. While everyone focused on the thefts, the criminal network did something else. They scraped data from every breached account: full names, addresses, travel patterns, credit card numbers, social security numbers when available. The total identities stolen were 4.7 million. But they didn't sell them on the dark web. They did something brilliant, evil, but brilliant. They created synthetic identities, fake people with real credit histories, applied for credit cards, bought cars, took mortgages, built perfect credit scores over 2 years. Then, 60 days ago, they maxed everything out. Every card, every loan, every line of credit, making a total theft of $847 million. The miles? That was just $50 million. Pocket change, a smokescreen. Sarah, the suburban mom, orchestrated all of it. She wasn't just selling stolen miles. She was building the largest identity theft ring in history, and she recruited desperate people like Ghost by giving them the easy crime while she handled the real heist. Jennifer calls the FBI back. Forget the miles, you're looking at the wrong crime. But the FBI already knows. They've known for 6 months. They let it happen. Why? Because they were tracking something bigger. Sarah isn't working alone. She's part of a state-sponsored operation. The money isn't going to Switzerland or the Cayman Islands. It's going to North Korea. Every stolen dollar funds nuclear weapons development. Every fake first-class ticket helps build missiles. And those travel influencers? Half of them know exactly what they're funding. The other half are about to find out. But here's the scariest part. You might be funding it too, without even knowing.